But we'll start the action in Melbourne and that major semi-final between the reigning national champions, the Melbourne Knights, and the newly crowned minor premiers, Marconi Fairfield. The winner over 2 legs gets direct passage to the grand final and home city advantage. So there was plenty at stake yesterday. Your commentator, Paul Williams.
The Melbourne Knights have made 3 changes from the team that defeated Wollongong 2-1 last week. Coming into the side are Zoran Markovski, Joe Spiteri and Danny Tiatto back from suspension. And out of the starting 11, Vinko Buljubasic, Damien Wojtek and Andrew Marth, the captain, who's suspended for 2 matches. And following the 2-1 victory over West Adelaide last week, Marconi are unchanged. And Manfred Schaefer, the coach, will be looking for good service from Matthew Bingley, the utility, and the striking division of Andy Harper and Francis Awaritefe. It's a chance for Lugo Lapsansky. Joe Spiteri taken down just outside the area. And a free kick to the Knights in the opening minutes of this major semi-final. Here's Cervinski! Cracking shot by Adrian Cervinski around the wall. Beautifully timed, but just wide of the post from this enigmatic striker for the Knights. We can see how close that was. Bobby Catlin was beaten at the far post. Players will have to get used to the ball shooting forward and make the necessary adjustments. Tiatto. Cervinski and Tiatto like a will-o'-the-wisp. Lovely skills by Danny Tiatto. Brilliant play. Here's Cervinski. A curling shot over the crossbar and just mark that chance down to the absolute brilliance of Danny Tiatto. He's just so quick over the ball. His anticipation is superb and it probably gives him an extra yard. Turns around a player on for Cervinski. And the shot by the big striker over the crossbar. DeAmicis, Spiteri, one-touch play has been quite sharp from the Knights this afternoon so far. Spiteri, and again, it was a very quick movement there from the striker, who scored 9 goals this season. It was the attempt at the 10th, but Rob Catlin certainly wasn't concerned. Just skewed off the side of the boot. Joe Spiteri. Long ball in, looking for Pondeljak. Chance here. Cervinski! Just wide from the big striker for the Knights. A mistake pounced on there by first Pondeljak and then the curling shot from Cervinski. Pondeljak, who's done well down the right for the Knights. David Cervinski. Here's Adrian Cervinski making some space down the right as deMarigny looks like he's gone down with a hamstring injury. So not good signs there for the Marconi captain, Tommy Pondeljak. And he's calling for the bench, Jean-Paul deMarigny. Just grimacing. It looks like the left hamstring. And that soccer ball is wedged. And a brave man would be retrieving that ball. Throw to the Knights. Lapsansky. Short for Kovacevic. Here's a chance. And the glancing shot just wide from Joe Spiteri. Beautifully orchestrated there by the Knights. As Lapsansky, wrong-footed Hristodoulou, Kovacevic in, and Spiteri, the first timer just wide. That's a handball and a yellow card for Gary van Egmond, who goes into the book of referee Simon Mikolev. Spiteri opposed to Souris, who cuts back inside. Here's Cervinski, whose shot on the turn was wide, but he's certainly creating the chances, Adrian Cervinski. and perhaps mark that down as a half chance, because he was being marked very closely by Brad Maloney. Spiteri, good use of the body. Chance here for Adrian Cervinski, closed down well by Renaud. The clearance only as far as Tom Pondeljak. And lovely, spectacular skills by Tiatto, and in turn the attempted shot from Spiteri. And Tiatto might have just strained his shoulder in that exchange. And he clearly has been the chief playmaker for the Knights. Frank Juric, the Olyroos goalkeeper. He's one of the players that the Knights will miss in the major round past this major semi-final series. As Cervinski has the chance to build. Mistake there by Renaud. Cervinski centering ball in. Cleared away by Maloney. Good anticipation by DeAmicis. Here's Fausto DeAmicis. Side the 18-yard box. Tiatto! Just wide with the shot. A good build-up by the reigning champions. And Danny Tiatto can't believe that missed opportunity. Knocked wide by Lapsansky. And DeAmicis, the presence of mind to find Tiatto, whose shot was just wide of the mark. And away goals a light gold in this final series. Will spark the Knights into action. Will Marconi get their head of steam? There's a red card there for Danny Tiatto. In fact, Tiatto cannot believe the decision from Simon Mikulev. He's outraged, and the playmaker for the Melbourne Knights earns yet another yellow red card, as Bob Catlin has got some stern words to say. So Danny Tiatto off the park, and the Knights down to 10 men. You see there a clear front-on challenge just outside the 18-yard box. Nicely anticipated here by Lapsansky, who's streaming through midfield. Onside is Joe Spiteri. Spiteri here. Second and third touches just getting away from the striker. Pondeljak, in the absence of Tiatto, will take the corner. Lapsansky, long range shot, oh, hits the bar. Chance for Cervinski. Great goal for the Melbourne Knights. Magnificent effort by Adrian Cervinski, who scores his third goal this season. Lapsansky set up the goal off the post, and the rebound pounced on by the Olyroos striker. A state of mayhem here at North Sunshine as the Knights go 1-0 up after 61 minutes. The corner from Pondeljak. The fine effort from long range by Lapsansky, and the return effort by Adrian Cervinski. A cold finish by the striker, and the Knights faithful go berserk. Andy Harper, promising move this for Marconi. Maloney! Great save there by Frank Juric. Sensational goalkeeping by the Knights custodian, as Marconi had an excellent chance to equalise there. Nodded down by Awaritefe. And Frank Juric can take a bow. That was brilliant work. The applause from the fans here at North Sunshine. You can see here Harper cuts back inside, Awaritefe, and finally Brad Maloney. But he just judged that ball off his line perfectly.
And in fact, that was David Bashir at the microphone, not Paul Williams. But in any case, the 10 men of the Knights were showing heaps of courage in that victory. And I welcome now Johnny Warren with the red hot question. Did Tiatto deserve a red card, Johnny?
Kyle, good evening. My first reaction was orange.
Orange, well, half yellow, half red.
Well, I say that, and I am certainly not qualified to pass judgment on refereeing decisions, but I felt the Tiatto factor may have come into it. And we've commented on this before. We've had our say on Danny, the fine talent that he is, but he is developing a reputation now, whether that's carried over. On a separate level, people who are much better qualified than I are to comment on it, and I'm talking half a dozen or more people today on the laws of the game.
Current and former referees?
Well, we're talking about people who know a lot more than we do. There is not one word against the referee they believe that was the correct decision. And they point to many, many things, and of them that the intent of a player going into a tackle has been removed in the terms of the interpretation of the laws of the game. And any physical contact, the words careless, reckless, or involving disproportionate force. And the fact that you aren't allowed to take your feet off the ground in a tackle. And Danny, like many of our boys, wants to play in Europe. Once you lift your foot even a little bit, it's a foul. Danny went in both feet.
Yeah, take another look at the incident now.
And the other factor, and a very key one, and it's a FIFA edict, is that the protection of all players is to be looked after by the referee.
On a good note for the Knights, Adrian Cervinski back after that one-year ban, and he showed up prominently.
Yes, the strike on goal, the free kicks, he was very, very active, and whether he's in the Olyroos squad or not, or whether he's going to stay with the Knights for their push, he was in outstanding form. And one of the very good things about the Melbourne Knights, a game which they won, should have won, I felt, by a lot more. The other pleasing factor, and it was good to have a look at Simunic, 18-year-old libero for the Melbourne Knights, was quite outstanding. His distribution, absolutely first class. I can't remember him giving a ball away in the whole game. And he hails from the Canberra, or the Croatia Deacon Club in Canberra, as the likes of Ned Zelic, Ivan Zelic, Ante Juric, so it's really a club for developing the real sweepers. There he is in action again there, with some nice control of the ball, and also showing his defensive qualities, good intercept, and again a good distribution, but an outstanding talent.